That was also the episode where I was sure we were getting canceled immediately because you were just shitting on women's sports pretty hard there, Gary.
Well, whatever.
No one listens.
So the thing, we got to churn these things out before people start listening. Then we have a library.
Yeah, maybe this is what we need to do, is just be really edgy, and then people start listening. It's for the sake of hate listening.
Yeah, there's a lot of Zune people out there that, just want to be Zuning.
I hate listening to this show.
They call them the Zunatics. As Malaro said during the draft, Zunatics.
That's a good name. If we ever had fans, that could be what we call our fans, the Zunatics. Leaning back, and they're like holding on with their teeth like this until they like blow the whistle, and then they just let go and drop backwards. And, fucking weird. I was like, I was watching it first, like, what is happening? Why does it look like they're holding them by their mouths? And apparently they were.
Well, they were holding them by the mouths.
Yeah, but anyway, that guy is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
super fast.
Yeah, maybe we turn this into a Paralympics podcast.
We could probably get more listeners.
Will you let this thing rip or what, Jay?
All right, we'll let her rip. Hey everyone, and welcome to Uni-Versed, a semi-weekly podcast for sports fans who appreciate team aesthetics as much as they do a winning record. I'm Jay Danger, and I'm joined, as always, by Gary Brandville. Gary Gygax, what's up?
Hi, I'm Gary Gygax. I set up the Geneva Convention.
You did. And we're joined, as always, by Dr. Jillian Pizza, PhD, Andy Downs.
How's it going?
It's going good. I told Downs this. I didn't tell you this. I tried the new Dave's Pizza for the first time.
Yeah? How was it?
First time. All I've been hearing was terrible, terrible things about it. I got pizza and I got a sub. It's good. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's the crust is like completely different, but I thought it was really good.
Everything else tastes the same. We got a take and bake, and I thought it was good. The crust was definitely different. I'd like to see what it's like compared to a fresh one, but it's really kind of like, it's crispy but airy at the same time. It wasn't as good as the orig, but
no,
everything else tasted good.
I was surprised. And the sub was...
I heard the subs are the same.
Subs tasted the same. I didn't think they were using the same bread from Italian bakery, but they were good. I
don't know how you can fuck that up very much. It's just your basic, like, your cheapest cold cut meat and coleslaw
secret
dressing
sauce.
And secret sauce, yeah.
Secret sauce. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, anyway,
what are we talking about today?
Let's let it re-rip.
For today's show, we're going to rank the aesthetics of the AFC East in the NFL. There's a lot for us to talk about, so let's dive right into the universe. Our longtime listeners know that we've been ranking each team. What? Our longtime listeners know. We all know that we've been ranking each team in the each NFL division on their overall aesthetics. We've been rating the team as a whole on their colors, primary logo, and primary home and away uniforms. So far, we've crowned the Bears and Giants best dressed in their divisions. And in the AFC North, we had a tie between the Steelers and the Browns. Today, we'll be ranking the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, and New York Jets. I'll briefly describe each team's aesthetics, and then each of us us. We'll rank them 1 through 4. Each first place vote gets 4 points. Each second place vote gets 3 points. Third place gets 2, and fourth gets 1. We'll then tally them all up and determine the best and worst looking team in the division. What is so funny, Andy?
Gary having crack up with that fucking our longtime listeners. They're laughing about that.
Long-time listeners.
I mean, we got a shout out to all of our longtime listeners. I mean, we don't have a ton of listeners, but someone's listening to the fucking show. So I don't know.
Us three. And
Me too, maybe? Yeah.
Ryan gave the first couple episodes a spin.
Yeah.
To throw out some WA dunk stats.
Yeah.
Dunk stats.
Yeah.
Actually, Lisa Leslie was the first one to do it.
I'm kidding, Ryan. Keep listening. He's not listening, so he can keep making fun.
We're getting him on the pod for when we do the AFC West. Talk about the Broncos unis.
Gosh.
He doesn't stay.
He says he's a Chiefs fan now, too. He's jumping off on the Chiefs. It's funny how that works.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Has been his backup team.
It's his backup team in the same division as the team that he likes.
Yep.
Oh, my backup team, the other team in the division.
They just happen to be the best team in the league the last few years.
Anyway, what do we got for the AFC East here?
AFC East, we'll start with the Bills. So the Bills colors are blue and red. Their logo is a buffalo or a bison charging, and it has a red stripe through the center of it as if it's jumping through the air.
Jay. That's a bison.
Bison, yes.
Buffalo is technically something you find in Africa.
He corrected himself. He said bison.
Well, I mean, they're called the Buffalo Bills for a reason, though, too. So.
Well, you know what?
It's that
another
logo.
Native American name they're doing there, I think.
Do you think Buffalo Bill is a Native American?
It's a fuck. No, he's not, actually.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I've never known.
Go ahead.
Okay.
As you were.
As I was. Their helmets are white with that logo on the sides. The helmets have a red and blue stripe down the center of it. White face masks. Their dark uniforms, their home uniforms, are blue with block numbers on them. The numbers are white with red outline. On the sleeves, they have red and white stripes. And they generally wear white pants with these uniforms. Those white pants have red and blue stripes on them as well. Their white uniforms have blue numbers in that same block font with a red outline around them. Generally, they're going to be wearing blue pants with these with red and white stripes down the sides as well. They also do have an alternate that is all red jersey with a block white lettering in the same font as the other two uniforms. And they also wear red pants with these, again, with white and red stripes. Boys, what do we think of these Buffalo Bills uniforms?
Go ahead.
Buffalo Bills. Okay, I will go ahead. Buffalo Bills uniforms are great. It's clean, classic. Andy's favorite red, white, and blues.
That's right.
It's a top uniform in the NFL, especially coming from what they had before those J.P. Lossman era with the dark navy blues, which weren't even that bad, but with the red helmets, I like that they went back to the white helmets. I don't know. It's a near perfect uniform. Getting nitpicky with it. The only thing I really am not crazy about is the helmet stripe. When it gets wider as it goes from the front to the back, it's wider in the back. But I think that's
slightly so. It's not like it's hardly noticeable.
It's supposed to like mimic that stripe on the logo, kind of that red stripe.
Oh, sure.
Where it gets wider as it goes, but they don't need to do that. And I think, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but there could be like a black outline on the numbers in the stripe, maybe
numbers in the stripe,
but maybe the shoulder, the sleeve stripes.
Oh, this is red. I think this is red.
Is it? Okay, I could have sworn there was black on there somewhere.
I hope not, because that would be a mistake.
That it would be, but I don't know. They're near perfect. I'm not crazy about the tiny logo above the nameplate on the back either, but why not?
Oh,
it's a good logo.
Wait, on the there's a little Bills.
Yeah,
logo, a little buffalo.
Yeah, the logo right above it where it says their player's name.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I don't need that. But
no, it's not necessary. Doesn't really detract from it though. I don't think either. I agree with you completely. I think these are they're great jerseys. Classy, they're timeless. They're good.
What do you think about the face mask? The white face mask versus a gray face mask?
I like it on these. I like the white.
I do too.
In general, I like white helmets for some reason. It's not something I really realized until we started doing this podcast, but every time I see a white helmet, I like it.
How do you like those new Packers white helmets?
I don't know if I've seen
those. Look like garbage.
I don't know. I can't comment on it because I don't remember them. But these ones I do like. The white helmet with the logo on it. It's simple. In general, like the jerseys themselves are nice and clean. I like the contrast with the white and the blue in them. It just overall is a good clean look.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. I love the neck collar stripe on there. I think they've got a nice.
Yeah,
they're not trying to overdo anything. Even when you do the full all blue, it looks good. Blue pants with it. It's I don't know. It's a really classy uniform set. Even I guess you could call it a color rush. The all red one. The alternate is fine. Yeah. I don't love it, but it's fine. Actually, I don't really like it that much at all, to tell you the truth. No. I'm looking at it some more. But luckily, they don't wear it very often. And the thing I realized that I didn't put on here was that throwback they wear once in a while, the throwback helmet where they have the standing bison helmet, where there's no other color. It's just, what is this? Just red, I think, right?
It's just red. Yeah. Like O.J. Simpson era.
Right, and no action to it. It's just standing. I dig that helmet and that logo quite a bit too. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do too.
The jersey doesn't change much during that era either, does it? If I remember correctly.
No, it's pretty basic. And did you see, like, in not the preseason even, but just during training camp, one of the practices where they invited the fans out, Josh Allen had a black helmet.
Oh yeah,
with just that standing bison on it.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
I mean, it looked cool, but I don't want to see it in a game.
No.
But it looked cool.
Didn't they do something like last year too with a goofy helmet, like a red helmet or something? That
he had was it a blue one?
It was a blue helmet. Yeah.
But I liked the red when they had the kind of cool red helmets back in the Jim Kelly era too.
Yeah. I'm looking at that helmet right now. It actually looks pretty good. The black,
what color is the face mask?
Matte black helmet, red face mask, and the red standing buffalo with the single red stripe down the middle. He's wearing the red uniform with it. That actually looks pretty cool.
Maybe that's one thing they should do to make that red uniform redeeming, because I really don't like it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's too similar to the Patriots throwback.
Well, if you did black pants with that red uniform and the black helmet, that could be cool. But it's like how much of a Bills uniform is it at that point?
Right. And that logo too, like when we were little, the Bills were in the Super Bowl every year losing, but we saw it all the time. And that, I don't know, it just reminds me of football when I was a kid.
Yeah, I hated the Bills when I was a kid.
Did you?
I didn't like Jim Kelly. Even it just seemed like a team that just did nothing for me. It was one of those teams that just for whatever reason. I don't even have a good reason why. I just did not like. I didn't like them. They didn't have. I don't think they didn't have anyone on the team that really called to me. They didn't have a Dion on the team. They didn't have
Jerry Rice or some loudmouth on the team.
Right.
They didn't have any Zune players on their team.
Yeah, some player with a Zune attitude out there.
There's no Zune attitudes on the team. But you're talking about the face mask. The one thing I'd like to see what a blue face mask would look like on that helmet.
Yeah, that would probably look pretty good.
I think that's cool.
They just switched from the gray to the white.
Yeah.
Within the last few years.
Yeah,
that's cool. Probably like 8 years by now, but who knows? Yeah. But I like the white. It's good. It's a great uniform. And it's a good blue.
It is a good blue. It's a great blue.
Great.
Very
royal, but I don't know.
Kind of royalish.
It's kind of royalish. What do we call it?
They just call it blue.
Straight blue.
I looked
This
up
is
the
blue.
colors, like so.
Yeah, that's just-
They call them red and blue.
no
Good for
fucking
them.
around. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Owning those colors. Good.
Yep, like them.
Bills.
Love them.
Great.
Bills. All right. Are we ready to move on? That was
Yeah,
quick.
it's an easy one.
Easy one. All right. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins. Their colors are aqua and orange. Their color uniform is that aqua color, and it has some kind of rounded block numbers. They're not quite, they don't have the sharp angles that a normal block number does have. They're a little bit more rounded around the edges. The numbers are white with an orange outline around them. There is a word mark Dolphins above the numbers as well. The helmets are white with a thick aqua stripe down the center of it and a thinner orange outline along that thicker stripe down the center. The side of the helmet has the dolphin logo, which looks like a dolphin swimming with the sun kind of in the background in orange. The dolphin is in that aqua color with a slightly darker shade of it on the bottom part of it. They have... Sometimes they wear the aqua pants with the aqua jerseys. Sometimes they wear white pants with the aqua jerseys. They both have stripes down the sides of those pants as well. They also have some old school alternates that they wear occasionally. The dolphin on the side of the helmet is wearing an M helmet, which I know we talked about at one point during a previous episode. We were talking about sports logos that kind of play for their own team. It is just an M helmet that those dolphins are wearing on the sides of their helmets. So
Sure is.
it's kind of a cool look there on those throwbacks. One thing I forgot to mention about both the current home and away jerseys, they don't have any striping on the sleeves. They do have a dolphin logo on both of the sleeves, however. So, guys, what do we think of these Dolphins uniforms?
I think that that number font is called Heroic Condensed Bold.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you find that? Because I was trying to find the number fonts and I couldn't find them.
I just typed Miami Dolphins number font and it was literally I scrolled down to dolphinspartnerships.com and it's like their whole graphic standards.
Yeah, I looked at that document earlier today.
Mhm.
I didn't see the name of the number font for some
You got to scroll down. I don't know if it actually it looks like it is. I had to look at the actual fonts down there, but anyway, regardless of what it's called, I like that number font actually.
I do too.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
pretty
fitting.
good.
It's fitting.
It's very Miami.
And but the thing is that it really could work well on almost any team because it's a modern, I just call it a modern block numbering, really. Yeah. I like the color scheme is great because the contrasting colors, the aqua and the orange, pop really well again with the white numbers, and vice versa on the white uniforms. The number and the outline of it. I mean, however they're doing the combination there, it really pops and stands out. And I think they've done a really good job with it. The Dolphins name font above the numbers on the front isn't obnoxious. I don't like that. The logo right now is fine. I dig the old one. I wish they'd go back to that sweet, sweet dolphin wearing that M helmet. Because that's just cool. I love those. I love those mascots playing for their own teams. But this is a good one. There's not anything wrong with these uniforms. The throwbacks are fucking cool too. They're good.
I agree, Andy. I really like these uniforms. I like the current logo. I don't know if I like it better or even worse than the old logo. I think this is a case where I think you keep your regular what you have now, your modern version, and you use the throwback every once in a while as a throwback because then it gives you just a little bit of variety in your uniform set, which I think is cool. Sometimes when we talk about this, we're like they should just wear their throwbacks all the time, but I don't think that's necessarily the case for the Dolphins.
You could make that case for a lot of teams or some teams, but this one, no, I'm with you 100%. I think you definitely can go both ways, and the new one's great. in its own right.
Yeah, exactly. And, once again, white helmet. I like the white helmet on these. The color scheme is like, I don't know. When I think of Miami in general, like these are the colors that I think of, probably because they're the Dolphins helmet forever. And, it just is something about South Florida. It screams aqua and orange to me. Yeah. So, it's a perfect uniform for Miami. If this was, a northern team, like if they were playing in, Cleveland or, Detroit or something like that, this wouldn't work, but it works great for Florida, I think, the color scheme and everything that they have going on for them.
It's kind of oceany.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no notes. You guys nailed it. I mean, it's this redesign came about like when the same year the Vikings did their redesign, and I don't know, it just works. The colors work, everything works. Like Jay said, the new logo, I'm not crazy about it, but I don't think it's worse than,
it's not offensive or anything. It's
the
nice.
Other logo, or like when they redesigned it in the 90s or late 80s, whenever too, when they updated it just slightly. I don't know. I think it's good. And that's the only thing that I think holds them back for me is the throwbacks are so good.
Yeah, they are really good.
But like you guys said, like, I don't know, it makes them up once in a while. You don't want to see them with the throwbacks all the time. And I like in the throwbacks how like the shoulder numbers, the outline color, like on the whites, the orange completely fills in the center of numbers. It's
a pretty heavy outline.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like the stripes on the arm stripes.
And the socks.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of stripe going on in those white ones.
A lot of stripe.
Yeah, you like a lot of stripe.
I don't always, but this is good.
That's what you say about everything.
There's no fucking rule, man. I can't. It just is the way. Sometimes I really dig it. Sometimes it's stupid. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying, homie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They could easily be stupid, but they're not.
Right.
They just work, and I think it's because they're in Miami and their mascot's the Dolphins.
And I think what they did really well, which a lot of teams don't, is when they did the redesign, the modern, the current iteration they have of their uniforms now, they didn't deviate too far from their historic classic jerseys, that the uniforms they've had throughout their whole history. They've never gone too crazy, too off the rails, done like a wild redesign like say the Broncos did, in 97 or whatever. They didn't do anything fucking crazy. It just works. It looks classic, but it's modern at the same time.
Yeah. And I think like they've had like those old throwbacks are like what they wore back in the 70s and things like that. And back then they looked like they were the most wild and off the wall uniforms that were around back then. But now they've been around for so long that it is what they should be wearing. And you're right, they haven't deviated too far from what their roots, which I think is great.
Right.
They don't wear those awful orange ones anymore that they have orange alternates, but they don't seem to wear those anymore. So I'm happy to see that they're just sticking to the aqua and the white uniforms.
Yeah. Speaking of these colors too, did you see that? Since I'm the soccer guy, the Inter Miami uniform that they're kind of teasing going with, new one. It uses the same colors. And it's,
really?
Yeah, it's made to kind of tease this a little bit.
Didn't we talk about that on the podcast? Like episode? Did we? Yeah.
I think because they're pink and black, I think we said they should just go with the Miami colors.
No, but I thought they were doing alternate.
They were doing a throwback. They did a throwback. A fullback thing, yeah. But these are different.
They are. Okay. I did not see that.
No, these are okay. No, the throwback is the same color scheme, but the ones that I saw was a different one. I don't know. Maybe it's just a fucking old.
Are they going away from the pink and black? Are they going?
No. This was just. I don't think so. This is just a throwback thing.
Gotcha.
The thing I saw, I just saw it on Uni-Watch, and it could have been an old article where it was like, this is what it could look like.
You saw it on Uni-Watch. It's probably a lie.
It's probably a lie. The website's just full of lies. No one can trust their uniform
just maligning them.
Right. This is your number one sports uniform news.
So we got to get hit somehow.
Yeah, these Uni-Watch guys are full of shit. Anyway,
everything we reference is Uni-Watch or sports logos.
pull all of our info from there. Fuck those guys. It's all lies.
The only ones we like is Gridiron Uniform Database, but yeah, they look. I don't mind that. Sometimes they throw the all teal out too.
Yeah, that's
I don't mind that either.
No,
aqua, not teal.
Aqua, yeah, good. I mean, again, this is like one of the like the Bills too. They're good uniforms. There's not really much negative we can say about them. I don't think.
No, there's nothing. This is a different
episode. This is a different episode than last week.
It's all proved
2 weeks ago.
Just wait. We got a couple more teams there that are. We got a couple more teams at best.
One real stinker.
All right. So the New England Patriots, their colors are nautical blue, red, and silver. Their logo is a flying Elvis looking guy that has a star on the top of his hat. His face is silver, and most of the outline of his face is that nautical blue color. And then there is a bit of a flag that kind of goes off behind him in red. The uniforms that they wear, the dark uniforms are blue, that nautical blue color. They have red and white stripes on the tops of the shoulders, not along the sleeves necessarily. They wear some block lettering numbers on them as well. They are white with a red outline. There is a Patriots word mark above the numbers. Generally, they're going to be wearing blue pants with these with a red and white stripe down them. Their helmets are silver with red face masks, and they have that same Patriot logo on each side of the helmet. There is no stripe down the center. The white uniforms have a red and blue thick stripe on the tops of the shoulders as well, just similar to what they do for the blue uniforms. The uniforms have blue numbers with red and white outlines on them. They wear the same general type of pants with those as well. They do also have different colored pants that they occasionally wear with the blue uniforms, which are silver with red and blue stripes in them. They do have an alternate. It is a throwback alt that is red with the old... What is that guy called? Does anyone remember what he's called? Is it
Pat Patriot?
Pat Patriot on either side of the helmet with red and blue stripes down it. It's a white helmet with white face mask. The red uniform has white numbers with blue outlines on them, and they wear white pants with blue and red stripes on them. Guys, what do we think of the Patriots uniforms?
All right, I'm gonna dive right in. Mm-hmm. The current helmets might be they are the worst helmets in the NFL.
They need to go.
Hideous. The red face mask looks like shit. The logo looks like shit. I really do not like these Patriots uniforms, and they just recently updated them, and the numbers with the double outline really suck.
Yep.
I don't need the Flying Elvis logo anymore. And it's a shame because you look at the throwbacks, which aren't necessarily even my favorites, but you look at the helmet and you got Pat Patriot, who's a fucking center, about to hike the ball. On the helmet,
Revolutionary War Minuteman.
Oh yeah, it looks so good.
I don't know about that, Gary. I don't like the Flying Elvis, but it's a slight step above the Pat Patriot logo.
No.
This is one of the worst logos in the NFL, Jay.
Oh yeah, and Pat Patriot is a little bit worse than that even.
No. It's
You're dead wrong, Jay.
For a helmet logo, it's awful. It's a fine as a logo.
It's so bad, it's good.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's fine as a logo, but it should not be on the side of a helmet.
It absolutely should. You should have a man hiking the ball on your lid.
Why not?
At the white face mask and the white helmet, maybe that's the cure, but the Flying Elvis is no good.
That needs to go. The Flying Elvis sucks.
I do like the shoulder stripes on.
Oh, really?
But like
I did. That's the only thing on those uniforms I was going to say, Gary, that I
the
dig.
whites, but
No, the homes and the alternates. The shoulder stripes are good because it looks like it's more narrow. I want to say is that no
on the alternates,
yeah,
or the throwbacks rather,
yeah.
It kind of appears that way, but I don't know.
But the thing that the alternates have too that is just head and shoulders an obvious better move than their current uniforms is.
Here he goes again. Let's hear it.
The numbers on the sleeve, as opposed to the fucking flying Elvis on the sleeve for some reason. I mean, why do they need to do it twice? It's already on the helmet. You don't need to.
It's already bad on the helmet. We don't need it bad on the sleeves.
Exactly. Just doubling down on this horrible logo.
And those sock stripes and the pant stripes on the throwbacks.
Yeah, great. They got the white, the white in between the red and the blue. That's nice. It's a nice touch.
It's a nice touch.
And it matches the helmet stripes.
So, Jay, you're not as offended by these as we are.
Well, so I don't like them. I mean, like I said, I don't like the Flying Elvis logo, but I just think that it's a slight step above the Pat Patriot logo. I don't like anything that's going on in any of these uniforms that they have.
Nothing.
Like,
you don't. Is there anything redeeming about them? I'm glad you don't like them, but
boy,
I'm happy you don't like these. What's wrong with Pat?
What's wrong with Pat? It's just so busy.
Lay off Pat.
It's busy. It is fucking busy.
It's so fucking busy. Like, it has no business being a helmet logo.
I will say, when I was a little kid, I couldn't fucking wrap my head around it.
Oh no,
I didn't know what it was.
I couldn't either. It's so fucking, like, there's so much going on in it.
Yeah.
And because my brain would never be like, they would never just have a center as the logo.
So here's a little thought experiment for you.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, here we go.
I like these.
Do you think that the Patriots will ever go away from the Flying Elvis logo since they've won like 6 Super Bowls wearing that logo?
God, I don't know.
Do at some point.
I don't think they'll ever go away from it. They might tweak it a little bit, but I think that this is going to be their logo from now until eternity.
You're probably right.
What if they got rid of the face, the Elvis part of the face, and just had like that flying flag banner
like
motif thing, and had it coming maybe from the front, like an Eagles logo, but had a banner flying out.
Oh, I see.
To the back.
That actually might not look too bad.
Idea.
So the face is the guy's face inside the helmet almost, but then you got the
flag almost.
Yeah, that could be good.
That could be good. I think you're onto something here.
I'll write Robert Kraft when I'm done here.
Yeah,
let's just send him this fucking episode. We just
Robert Kraft. We just shit on your fucking team logo. We think your uniforms are garbage.
Every change you made since you bought the team, you hated aesthetically.
Yes.
Also,
bring back a center.
What I don't like are those stripes that are on the tops of the shoulders, and then they end abruptly, like when they come down to the chest.
It's weird.
And I don't know. There's just something about it that it doesn't.
Where do you want it to go, though? You want it to go all the way?
Well,
that's a modern jersey issue. Like, remember when they first started doing that, and like basically just cutting off the whole sleeve under the armpit?
Yeah.
So on the Miami uniforms, the stripes.
That's a sleeve stripe, though, not a shoulder stripe.
I know, but the shoulder stripes, I don't know. I don't like the tops of the shoulders stripes like that.
Yeah, it is a little weird, but...
Can we talk for a second? I know it doesn't play into this, but this is already the fucking bottom of the barrel. Those, an even worse Patriots uniform, the fucking Curtis Martin era ones, the Drew Bledsoe ones.
The big old flying Elvis over the shoulders.
Yeah. And the stars. Man.
You know what I think about whenever I think of those? That they made a custom one for Stone Cold Steve Austin of that era, the bright blue, and his number was 316, and it had those 316 across it with giant Elvises going over the shoulder.
Oh no!
I'm gonna have
the other thing that's so bad about those ones too was the number. You take a look at the numbers.
Yeah,
It's italicized with a huge drop shadow.
See, I swear you had one of those jerseys.
I did not. No, and the vertical striping of just like two-tone white, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
I guess these are a step up from that era of uniforms.
Yeah. That's true. We can give them a little bit of credit for that, I guess, right?
They course corrected a little bit. Colors are fine. We can keep nautical blues, red, and silver. Those colors would be okay.
But on the throwbacks though, you got the royal blue instead of the nautical, which is nice. A nice touch too. You got my red, white, and blues there.
Yeah, and then you would be the identical colors as a division rival, which is kind of strange that they both are red and blue.
Fuck it, why not?
That's why I don't like the Bills color rush or the red jersey, because it's too similar to the Patriots throwback.
Yeah.
Got a real treat for you guys right now.
No.
Isn't that good?
Oh man, Stone Cold. That's so many fucking numbers on there.
Tucked into his, I think I'm pretty sure they're jean shorts too.
Oh good. One too many numbers and punctuation marks on there.
Yeah, one punctuation mark is one too many.
Yeah, it is. God, it just fills up a lot. You know, I like big numbers.
What do you think of those numbers, Andy?
Yeah.
They're fucking terrible to start with, and too many.
Too many. Too many.
I forgot that those jerseys had that like weird, not pinstripes, but like it was two-tone with kind of vertical stripes throughout the whole.
I can't think of any other uniform or any other NFL jersey that's had that. Can you think of any other ones besides those? Super weird.
No.
That vertical striping thing they got.
Very clowny. Like.
Oh yeah. Unnecessary as hell.
I could have sworn in 6th grade you had a Bledsoe jersey.
I don't think I did, especially not that fucking.
Because they were in the Super Bowl against the Packers that year.
Yeah, I remember that you had that too, and it was an Austin 316 jersey with.
That's right.
Except instead of Stone Cold on the back.
I wish I had that.
Undie.
That's the only cool Patriots jersey from that era is that Stone Cold one right there.
Undie 316 just whooped your ass.
That's right.
That's what he used to say. He used to walk around school.
Yeah, I did. I said it all the time.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. And you'd hear him just dun.
Yeah.
Every room we walk in, you go.
Yeah, I'd carry empty bottles with me and slam them on the ground.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Then you walk out. Cause Andy said so.
Shaking my head.
2 cans of Mountain Dew and smash him over his head and pour him into his mouth.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, I did that a lot. Yeah.
You did that a lot in 6th grade.
Yeah. That was my thing.
Anyway, all right.
So pretty consensus wise, these are dog shit uniforms.
Yeah,
I think so.
And Jay doesn't like Pat Patriot for some anti-American reason.
Old Kraft Daddy's gonna hear about it. He's gonna make some changes.
Listen, I'll offer to give him a happy ending myself.
Yeah, right. Change these things, Robbie.
Change these things, Robbie. Yeah, we got to send it to him.
Get that ball-time rag out.
Yeah. Get that ball-time rag out.
Jay will rub you down with his ball-time rag.
Yeah. Just rub his body with your ball-time rag.
Spit on your ball-time rag and just rub it all over his body.
Yeah. Give him a real spit shine to Robbie. Spit shine Robbie.
Yeah, spit shine Robbie.
Just to get a logo that you don't even like on. Robbie. Give me a little spit shine to get Pat Patriot back.
Hey, can I get Pat Patriot on my ball-time rag, please? Can I get a Pat Patriot ball-time rag? I feel bad.
Robbie. What are you drinking, a Stella?
Hey, I am. We bought
it. It looked like it's like an 18-ounce bottle or something.
Yeah, it did look big.
No, it's regular.
It was regular. It did look big from the angle, didn't it?
Yeah.
Pint bottles.
When we had like a couple people over for the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, and so I bought some European beer,
International beers. There we go.
beer. So I have these and some Heineken left over. So
That's a nice touch.
yeah.
You drink any Becks? You get some Becks?
No, it's just those two.
Some Bass.
Nope, still
Bass ale. Just those two. We can keep going. Just keep naming off.
Any Blatts? You get Blatts?
You get any Blatts?
We got some little black booze. No. Oh, still outside. Heineken.
Did you?
You get a couple Molsons?
Today's episode is brought to you by Irma's Finland House. Irma's is a Nordic lifestyle shop established in 1967, specializing in unique imports that celebrate Nordic design. You know, guys, it's my 10-year anniversary this year, and...
Oh, congratulations, Jason.
Thank you.
Jay.
And my wife and I, when we got married, we registered at Irma's Finland House, and we still have the dishes and the things that we registered for to this day. We use them all the time. Good shit that they have at Irma's, I have to say. Quality dishes and stuff.
You know, Jay, that's funny. When I got married too, you know, we got some really nice stuff from Irma's, from Gary actually, and I don't like to use it honestly because it's too nice. I feel like I don't want to wreck it. I already broke the pitcher though.
It's meant to be used.
It's meant to be used.
The carafe is broken. I'm sorry, but the glasses, those are great. I love them. I love the feel of them on my mouth.
Use them. Hey, that happens a lot at Irma's Finland House. We just in my nice big house here up on Northside, we just poured a nice big slab of concrete. We're putting a nice sauna out there. That's my favorite thing from Irma's Finland House. So, Daddy's got to build a sauna. He'll have all the sauna scents, which are always good.
Sauna scents. You know I love those.
Daddy likes the eucalyptus. Big eucalyptus man.
You know I do too. It's my favorite. I tell you what, every Christmas, since I don't have a sauna of my own, but I want one. But I buy my. Where is that? Where can I get a sauna?
Irma's Finland House and irmasfinlandhouse.com.
Absolutely. Well, every Christmas, I buy my in-laws something for theirs, and everyone's always just loves the shit. So keep up the good work.
Hey, thanks, babe.
You can visit Irma's Finland House at their brick and mortar store in Virginia, Minnesota, or online at irmasfinlandhouse.com.
Let's hit those Jets, man. This is finally something new.
Finally, something new. These are new this year. They changed. They changed some of their look this year. So the Jets, their colors are. Are you ready for this? Gotham green, spotlight white, and stealth black. So stealth black. They only have that in their alternate uniform. It's not even part of their logo.
And that's bullshit. What a bunch of stupid marketing bullshit, because stealth black, it's just fucking black. There's no.
Yeah, but it's like, get it? Like a stealth bomber?
Yeah, cool. And spotlight white? Fucking white.
Broadway, get it?
I get it, Gary.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Thanks.
Did they update? Okay, Jay, I'll let you talk. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. So the logo that they have is... It says Jets in Gotham green, kind of in an italicized font with a little bit of a jet-looking thing above the
wing.
ETS.
It's a Concorde-looking type jet.
Concorde-looking jet.
If you recall the Concorde.
If you're a flight of the Concorde.
I do recall the Concorde.
You do recall the Concorde? When did
Supersonic.
Supersonic. Yep. Around the world and
fast fucking
thing. They still fly that?
No, they sure should though. Boeing's looking into it.
Yeah. Boeing's looking at blowing him up or what?
Can't get much worse, he says. You know, it's like Big Gare says, it's already broke. Can't break it anymore. So they're going for the Concorde.
Yeah.
So, up. I know this is a little off topic, but why did they stop? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it was.
I do know, actually.
Went bankrupt or something. Let's hear it.
They were super way too fucking expensive to fly. They used like an insane amount of fuel, and they were super expensive to fly. Like tickets were getting out of control, and they were loud as fuck.
Unlike now.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, man, how about those plane ticket prices, huh?
Hey, in this economy,
Yeah, tell me about
This
it.
economy.
thanks, Biden, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
Joe.
He controls OPEC.
All right, back to the uniforms.
Yeah.
Well, the
Got that out of the way.
helmets the Jets wear are green, that Gotham green color, with the Jets logo in white on them. They also wear white face masks on these helmets. The jerseys that they wear are the home ones are the Gotham green with a block letter or block number in white, no outline. They have white stripes on the sleeves and a white collar as well. They wear white pants with these with a thick green stripe down the leg. The white uniforms are spotlight white with Gotham green in a block number with a Gotham green collar and Gotham green sleeve stripes. They have an alternate that is in stealth black with stealth black helmet. They have white numbers with these with a slight green outline, it looks like, and a Gotham green stripe on the sleeves as well as a green collar. And then they have a throwback, which is a white helmet with the old Jets logo that says NY Jets in it in a kind of an oval football looking shape on either side of the helmet with two green stripes down the center of the helmet. They have block green numbers on these uniforms and they wear white pants with them with green stripes. They also have green sleeves on the old throwbacks. Guys, what do we think of the Jets' new look?
You know what? Let's hear what you think about the Jets' new look.
What do I think? I like the new look. I like the stripes on the sleeves. I like the simplicity of them. For some reason, it really tickles my fancy that they only technically have two colors, green and white. Mm-hmm. White is like essentially one of their primary colors, which I think is a kind of a cool thing that not a lot of teams do. I like the white face mask on the green helmet. I like the block numbers without any outlines. I like the, when they alternate the green tops with the white pants and the white tops with the green pants. I think overall it's a pretty sharp look that they are going with on these. I think they're calling them they're not necessarily a throwback, but they're like a legacy is what they're calling them, like legacy uniforms, because they updated them this year. The last few years they've had some different things going on. Like they used to have like the leg stripes weren't a thick solid stripe. They would kind of come to a point at the end, and the sleeve striping was different. They just made some tweaks to them so that to make them look a little bit more old school in a lot of ways. So they kind of went back to how things used to be.
It's supposed to be reminiscent of the 1980s sack exchange era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck did they decide that a black uniform is okay, given that it's not even technically one of their colors.
Well, it's stealth black, they say, Jay.
I know, but
stealth bomber, remember?
They shouldn't be wearing those.
I'm wrong. You're not wrong there.
They shouldn't be wearing those at all. I like their throwback helmets. I think once again, I like a white helmet. I like the old logo. I don't hate the new logo either. I like the green helmet with the Jets logo too. I think this is once again like the Dolphins. It's nice to have both because I think they both look good, and I think you can't have one without the other at this point. If you went just back to the old throwbacks, I think you'd miss the current ones, like with the green helmets, because they've had those green Jets helmet with that logo has been part of their identity for a long time, just like a white helmet with the football logo on the sides has been a part of their identity for a long time too. So I think you need both of them. So I like it as an overall, despite the black for the sake of black, I like them a lot.
Yeah, I think it's the uniforms they had just before these ones, the Zach Wilson era ones. I absolutely hated them with like the weird shoulder wings, and they were just so awful. But these I like the green helmet. The logo's fine, but the throwback is what I feel like the Jets should look like. And I feel like
Super
like
Bowl
they
3 one.
Yeah, I feel like they could still go with a green helmet with the all white uniform or whatever they want to do, but slap that old logo on there, or do whatever. But I like the throwback ones. There's just something missing from these uniforms, from the jerseys. Like they're almost too simple.
Yeah, really simple.
Like
Which I like, but
I typically would love them, but there's just like one little thing that
maybe an extra sleeve stripe instead of the 2. Maybe they had a third
stripe, or I don't know. I like that they're two-tone colors, and typically this would be a slam dunk, but there's just something that's off. It's the sleeve stripes are a little too separated. I really the numbers are very big, which I don't know. It's just something that's a little off to me, but I want to see them on the field.
Yeah.
But the black, of course. And I thought they were just carrying over the same black uniforms from before, but it's a totally new black version of their home and away uniforms.
Right.
Yeah.
And the throwback slam dunk.
Yeah.
That thing rocks. I like that a lot. So, but it's not bad. It's clean.
Yeah.
But they could have just done one little thing, and I don't even know what it is, to make it better.
Something's off for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you guys for the most part. I think they're really cool. I mean, they are nice looking jerseys. I'm with you. There's nothing wrong with them. I particularly like the green uniform, I think, more than the white for some reason.
Yeah.
The helmet is not a gloss, not a matte. It's almost like a shiny satin type thing they got going on there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's
got a bit of a sparkle to it.
Yeah. It's got some luster.
Yeah. The Jets logo, this old school logo they have here, is actually, they did tweak it a little bit. I looked at their design elements or whatever, and it's like the jet on the top is more streamlined. There's it's barely noticeable though. It's fucking barely noticeable. So for me, the old logo on the 1968 Super Bowl 3 throwbacks that they have going on there, it's fine. I like that. That just reminds me of, growing up. That they wore that from that same uniform style from like the 97 to 2012 or something like that too.
Yeah.
It was most of our youth, they had that like Vinny Testaverde,
Mark Sanchez.
That's right.
Yeah. Really, they could have that throwback as their current, and they could have, their current as their throwback. They've kind of oscillated between these two different styles.
Yeah.
But for me, with this, I almost wish with this new uniform set they have that I wish they didn't go with this old Jets logo or the other one. I wish they would just done a new logo, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I wish they would have done just a jet. How about a jet coming out of there? How about a jet? I don't know. I think that could make a difference. It's just, you don't have to stick with the same two logos forever. But the black uniform, I will say that as far as these alternate black uniforms go, it's not terrible. I'm with you. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's totally unnecessary, but it's not horrible.
No, most of the black uniforms aren't bad, but they just shouldn't have them. I mean, everybody looks good in black.
So real quick, this is just off topic a little bit here. But since we're talking about black uniforms and green, those Eagles uniforms they're wearing in Brazil, what do you think about those? The black helmets and the black pants.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, part of me kind of likes it that they're honoring the host stadium rules, official or unofficial, whatever you want to call them. But at the same time, I don't know. The Packers don't give
a fuck.
What's that?
The Packers don't give a fuck about that. Because I mean, I thought it was a cool thing too. I was like, hey, they should be doing that. And apparently, there's gonna be a lot of people pissed off, And Brazilians, they don't riot or get upset about things when it comes to football or tradition.
No.
So it should be fine. Maybe the Packers will just. You guys don't have any Packers on your fantasy team, do you?
Boy, I don't think so.
Good. They're gone after this game. I bet
They're gone.
they're just dead. The whole team gets fucking
They're gone.
pummeled.
Well, that's a fumble by the NFL. Sending
Absolutely.
two teams that have green as their primary logo. Like,
that's
how stupid are you?
Yeah, realistically, the NFL shouldn't have sent those two teams.
No,
they should have sent two teams that don't have any green anywhere in their color scheme.
So for the listener that might not know what we're talking about, so they're playing in Brazil, right? Week 1, and the stadium they're playing at, the home team there, their bitter rivals wear green, and it's such a huge rivalry that goes back so long. They've decided to ban teams from wearing the color green when they come to play in in their stadium. This is just a direct fuck you to their rivals, which is pretty. I mean, it's pretty. It's a pretty good, fuck you move.
And do you know? Do they not allow that team to wear green too?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They're basically like you have to wear a different color if you're gonna come play in our stadium.
That is kind of cool. Like, can you imagine if the Vikings are like, yeah, we don't allow green in our stadium? So like the Packers come to town and they have to figure something else out. You can't wear green.
That's great. No, so the Eagles made some concessions doing this black helmets, black pants. I don't think it looks bad. I think it could.
It doesn't look bad.
No, it's kind of.
But it's
again, we talked with the Eagles last week, and it's. Yeah.
Actually, it looks. It doesn't. It's not my favorite.
No, but yeah, I would have actually been excited to see the Packers in something different. Like they could have wore those navy and yellow throwbacks that they have, like,
with the tan helmet that's supposed to be
should have done
leather helmet.
Leather.
There you go. Anyway, back to the Jets. So what do we think? Hey, we didn't grade any of these. Do we normally grade these? I can't remember.
We normally haven't been grading them as.
Oh yeah, we've been given a number at the end.
So I have another thought experiment.
Let's hear it, Jason.
I love them. Come on, Jay.
I love them.
We talked about the Giants last week.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the Jets. In New York, which team looks best?
That's a great question.
Are we talking in New York or in East Rutherford, New Jersey?
East Rutherford, New Jersey. The two teams that are named for New York.
It's still a travesty, if you ask me.
That they're outside of New York.
Yes.
Yes.
This should be the fucking New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants, or move one of these teams, build a fucking stadium in the Bronx or something.
There you go.
Anyway, but your thought experiment.
Who's the better looking New York team? I know who Down's going to say it.
I'm going with the Jets.
Boy, I don't know. They're both pretty good, I got to say. Like,
yeah, they are both good. I mean,
the Jets have more of that New York attitude, I feel like.
We're talking about looks. I don't care.
Well, yeah,
looks.
They look like they would.
The Jets don't have the New York attitude.
Those uniforms, the Jets. No, I'm saying the Jets uniforms. They say, "Hey, I'm walking here," where the Giants don't.
I don't know. I think the Jets probably do look a little bit better. That away uniform's much better.
Yeah, I agree too. I think the Jets look better. Now, consider this: we just rated the Giants as the best dressed in the NFC East.
Yeah.
What?
The Jets are going to be number one here.
You listen. I don't think so, my friend.
I don't think so either. And
but
so,
if the Jets were in the NFC East, they would be numero uno.
Yeah.
These
are. That's a little thought experiment for you.
That's a good one, a fun one.
And I hate to keep going on and on, but that's what we do.
No, you don't.
This little updated tweak Jets logo, I do like it. It's, I don't know.
It's barely different.
It's barely different. It's barely different than that early 90s, late 80s one, but I like it.
I like the sparkly helmet. I do like that.
It's good. It's a good look. The white face. I'm glad they went the white face mask.
Yeah, the white face mask on there really makes. I like the contrast on it.
The two color. You don't see the two color very often anymore on any team.
No.
You
No.
rarely just see two colors. There's always a
Or like one color, basically.
tertiary, Yeah,
We
there's
call it
always
tertiary.
that's what I meant to say. That's what I said. It was the microphone cut out.
Yeah.
It's a triad of colors.
Yeah, but just like have one color on white.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, there's no outline or drop shadow color.
Nope.
You like the Jets?
AFC East.
Let's rank these. Going with the worst to best. Worst, clearly, the New England Patriots. It's just
The fact.
What more can I say? That is the worst helmet, and that the red face mask is just. I like bold. That's just stupid. Patriots are the worst, so they're getting a 1-pointer. Now it gets tricky because the rest of these guys all look pretty good, but. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins. They are good looking. I mean, I really don't have that much bad to say about them, but the other two are just that much better. Number 2, it's going to be the New York Jets. It's just missing something for me, the new uniforms. They look good, clean, just missing something. But number 1, the Bills. It's just such a good. I'm pretty sure that blue jersey has a black outline around the numbers. But they're just such clean uniforms, great colors, the white lid, the logo. It's all great. I mean, even on these modern uniforms, they could slap that old logo on there. It wouldn't miss a beat. It looks good. So those are number 1 for me.
Nice.
All right. Andy, do you want to go or should I go?
Whatever you want to do, Jay. It's up to them.
I'll go. I'll go next.
Whatever you want to do, it's up to them.
We'll go 4-1. I'm also going to give Patriots number 4 for me for all the reasons you said. Even though Robbie, he wants my ball time rag, but it is what it is, I guess.
The old spit shine.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't know he wants it, but you got to give it to him.
I'll email. I'm going to send him this.
You email.
Episode. I'll email. I have his email and his phone number.
Yeah, Robbie.
Hey, Robbie.
Number 3.
The Robbie.
Number 3. I'm going to
give you a Robbie.
I'm going to give you a Robbie. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Bills.
What?
I'm going with the Bills because there are things I would like to change about the Bills uniform.
What?
I don't like the fact that the helmet stripe gets wider at one end.
I agree. I don't like that.
And I guess that's the only thing I would change. But the other ones, I wouldn't change anything about them. So that's why I'm giving them my number 3 grade.
You get to put your
number 2. This is where it gets tough because, man, I could flip a coin probably on these other ones. I'm going to give the Jets. I'm going Dolphins number 1.
Just zooning it up. Jay.
I'm just going.
I like it, Jay.
Real Zune picks you're doing here.
Daddy loves an aqua. Daddy loves a teal.
I just like it's a good look for the Dolphins. Like I said, if they were in another city, it wouldn't those colors wouldn't work. But they work in Miami, and overall, I wouldn't change anything.
Wow, I think that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't disagree. I think they look good too.
Yeah, I think great.
Andy, you're going to be breaking some ties here.
No, this is a fucking mess. That's fine.
There's a scenario where we have another tie here.
I should be the one to decide who's best dressed, I think.
You sure should.
Yeah.
No.
No. All right. Well, we'll just get the obvious one out of the way first. The Patriots are the worst in the league. They suck.
This is our second, unanimously worst because the other
dog shit.
Who was the other one?
The Packers were unanimously worst in the
Yep. Packers uniforms better than these.
I don't disagree. I think you're all right.
Helmet logo though, it's borderline. I think that's a toss up for me. That G is stupid as fuck, and so is Flying Elvis.
The G is,
but Patriot though, baby.
Pat Patriot. Yeah.
Pat's good. Pat is he's great at snapping that ball.
You want to talk about lackluster? I like Pat Patriot.
Oh, I love it.
They didn't just name him Pat.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and
with the Pats. That's a New York name for short too.
What position should he? What should he be running, pushing? Brownie is even more aggressive than Pat Patriot.
Oh yeah.
The bad Patriot. He's snapping the ball. He's ready to snap.
3-point stance. He's ready to go. He's not wearing any football gear either. He's wearing his full fucking Minuteman garb. He's going straight to
as
war.
Minutemen did. They were out playing lots of American football back then.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. He's snapped that ball to George Washington, and then he went and slaughtered some redcoats.
Yeah.
That's what Pat Patriot's all about, and I like him. And I mean, think about the polar opposites there. From that fucking boring ass, thoughtless Green Bay logo to how intricate Pat Patriot is. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of art in that. There, I mean, there's a lot going on.
But still, even that when I said Pat Patriot, I didn't know what the hell it was when I was a kid. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. The Green Bay Packer logo, for as simple as it is, still didn't compute to me because it was just a G. And you're going to hear Packers saying it stands for greatness. That's not fucking true. It stands for Green Bay.
It's for gargantuan asshole, I think.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
That's what it's for. I heard that. Patriots suck. They're gone. They're out. They lose this whole entire competition. Number 3 for me, I'm going Jets.
Oh, I did not. I thought that's a surprise. I thought you were going to go number 1 with the Jets.
No. I like them. I like it. See, that's just it. I like them, but I like the other two more, slightly more, but it is really a toss up here.
If we had any listeners, they would be outraged with how much we like the Dolphins. I think.
You think so?
Really?
I do. I don't think people are a fan of those.
Why?
I did.
People had people bias against Aqua.
No, you know what? But I've seen some online action about people really wanting the throwbacks to be the permanents too, just like everyone else. But I guess the owner was like, it's not happening.
Yep, they're great, but there's nothing wrong with their current ones.
No.
But anyway, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Jets at 2, Jets at 3. Okay.
So this is a tough one here. I really don't know at this point. It's going to be a shooting from the hip here. I think I'm going to have to talk myself into one or the other. But I almost kind of want to see the Dolphins win this thing just because they're outlandish and in their own way.
They're not that outlandish.
They're not. No, it's just the colors. The colors are just wild. That's all.
They're not red and blue like half the teams in the NFL.
Right. And I might want to give it just for originality. They might get it. Yeah. The Bills, I mean, they just look good. That helmet really does look good. The white helmet is.
You know what's good? You know what's good on the Bills uniforms? Any place that there's white, the white really pops.
Yeah.
Like on the shoulder sleeves, the numbers.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
That's true. But you know what I'm going to do here? I just realized it. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but it's going to be the tiebreaker for me. I got to take the alternates into consideration.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
I'm gonna.
Whatever you want to do, it's up to them.
It is up to them. So Bills are getting my number 2 vote, and Dolphins are taking my number 1.
Wow,
because those Reds, I don't like those Reds. I don't like the Reds.
No, I don't.
And I like those. Take that one out of context. I do like the Dolphins throwbacks though.
Oh yeah.
Let's put those Aquas number 1, man.
Interesting.
And I want that Dolphin playing for his own team. Let's get him.
The Dolphin playing for his own team. So something I didn't bring up was the uniforms that they had like during the Jason Taylor era, like with the drop shadow numbers. Right. They in their color scheme they had like a weird navy. It wasn't even navy, but it was just like a weird bluish.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up now.
It just did not fit at all, and the aqua was so dull. Like those could have been really good uniforms with the drop shadow numbers and stuff, but just dull. So these new ones are a good upgrade.
So the winner of the AFC East is the Miami Dolphins. Second place, the Buffalo Bills. Third place is the New York Jets. And unanimously last place, the New England Patriots. So,
I'm shocked.
Dolphins and Jets, I feel like it could have gone any of those 3 teams could have won, and I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. I mean, that was a close one, 10-9-8. And I went into this thinking I was going to go Bills, my number one.
Yeah,
And I honestly
this is almost a perfect uniform except for that helmet stripe.
And I honestly, when I was a kid, when I think back to like Dan Marino and stuff, I didn't even like those Dolphins uniforms when I was a kid. And they're not even they're barely different now. And I like them.
I had my first grade school's back in session for the kiddos. My first grade school picture, Dan Marino jersey.
Oh shit!
Nothing underneath.
Oh yeah, that's
just
right.
like the deep V.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want the turtleneck. I should try to find it.
Give me a picture there for the
oh, that'd be a great episode after this.
I have to go to my parents' house to find it. I don't have one handy, but
shit,
I try to find it.
Raw dogged it. It was so uncomfortable too, because like it was just like it was itchy, just on my skin.
You gotta get that same jersey for Henrik to wear for.
Oh, I wish I still had it, like, because that was a weird era because they had slightly updated it, but like the numbers were still the block numbers.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the Nihao Express there.
I bet I can find it on eBay. Oh, did you hear? Okay. Off topic, did you listen to Clonecast today?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Tom wants our opinions on the Nihao jerseys, the Chinese knockoffs. Jay, what do you think about the knockoffs? How do you feel about them?
I don't like them. I don't know about Nihao.
Have you bought them?
Brand or anything like that?
It's not a brand. It's the Chinese.
It's just from what's the website? I can't even think of it off the top of my head right now.
I mean, there's several of them out there, but like I've got some that have been really bad. And I've seen some that have been really bad, and I've had some that have been okay. But like, you can definitely tell the quality is not
for sure
good.
All the stitchings I was falling apart and stuff.
Yeah, and so like, I think so. For me, if it's an NFL jersey or something like that where it has a player associated with it, I think that's what I would probably gravitate towards, because like I have a hard time like
dropping that cash on like a player that like may or may not be playing for the team in like 2 or 3 years or whatever. So like for like MLB jerseys, like I just get the no name, no number on the back ones. Like I've got half a dozen Twins jerseys of all the different types the last few years, and I just get them no name on back, and
but you can't really do that for a football jersey. You gotta. I mean, it's got a big fucking number on it. You
can't do it for football.
Back. Yeah, I've always had good luck with them. I remember when I was working at Northlight I think it was before you. Were you there when I made that big jersey? Purchase?
I got the Roethlisberger one from you when you got the order.
I had probably like 50 jerseys in that or something like that, 30 maybe.
And it didn't get caught up in customs or something?
Yeah, it got
like
taken
half of them?
I think like the whole thing got taken by customs, and I just emailed them. I was like, hey, your shit got stolen by customs, and can you send me, and they just resent the whole fucking thing. No charge. It was just okay. Here you go. So I'm sure we're just contributing to child labor. There's blood of tons of little Chinese kids, stitching these fucking jerseys together.
But that order, I got a Harrison Smith jersey, and that thing,
I got one too.
It's nice.
I still have mine too.
That's my best looking jersey, because then Bano did an order, and I got Janelle Hunter, and that thing's not as nice. I also got a Phillip Rivers one, which is nice. Ooh. So it's a total roll of dice.
It is a toss-up. And I've seen some, too, where like the Vikings purple is like mismatched in some parts. And like the gold is fucking way off. It's it really is hit or miss. But I'm all for it. For the price, I mean, it's like, fuck, why not? I mean, what do you...
Right.
You're going to get a shitty jersey for $25? Oh, darn. It's $25.
Yeah,
especially with NFL jerseys, like Jay said, like...
Yeah, that guy's not playing players next year anyway.
And then when you puke all over them, like I did with that Roethlisberger jersey. So wore that jersey, like it was during the playoffs when it was Steelers versus the Bengals, and I can't remember what year exactly it was, but it was the year where like shit hit the fucking fan. And they changed like all sorts of rules, like based on personal fouls the next year, because there were so many fights and shit on the field. Like it's when Joey Porter, when he was a coach and he came out on the field, fights with people and shit, and it was just It was like the most insane game I've ever seen in my life. And like, we had like a birthday party, a joint birthday party me and Natalie did. And like, I was wearing that jersey and I just got so hammered watching that game. And I just puked this all over it.
Fell over yourself.
And like, it immediately just went in the trash because I'm like,
you know, he went and had a puke and had a poop.
That's good.
But yeah, it's why not? If you can find a good seller, like that's good enough. Go for it. And like Tom has gotten some of MLB jerseys that he's been pretty happy with, and he got one of the new City Connect ones.
Oh yeah,
Twins ones. It looks good. Like it looks pretty close. So, but
I was wearing last week that Harmon Killebrew one is nice. I mean, it looks and feels.
That one's
that was
Chinese. Yeah. But why not?
That's our thoughts on Uni-Versed.
That's what he called it too. One more gripe about the Clone Cast, which Jay doesn't listen to.
Yeah.
So they're talking about when they went up to Adam went up to his cabin. They're calling it a sauna.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
It's not a sauna, dude.
No, we say sauna.
Yeah, it's a sauna. Look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah. And talking about getting all dirty, the guys from Hibbing all full of coal. Or you said?
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be taconite dust, buddy. It's gonna be. We mine iron up there.
I was fine with him ripping on Hibbing. Hibbing's a fucking dump.
But he did shit on Virginia shortly after that, though.
He threw it. That's fine.
Yeah, he threw it in there. He coupled it with. Can't do that. Can we spin that wheel?
Yeah, let's
spin that wheel, babe.
It's been a while.
Wheel. Let's see what we get. Spinning it now.
What do we do, though? Explain to the listeners who haven't listened in a while. So, what happens is when we spin the wheel?
What we're going to do is we're going to spin 3 wheels. We're going to spin a wheel for a sport, for a city, and a year. Whatever we get, so if we get, a football jersey from Detroit in 1975, then we're going to look at a Detroit Lions jersey from 1975, and we're going to rate it. And we're going to either send it to hell in a handbasket, or it's going to ascend to heaven in a handbag. We're just going to see what this wheel gives us here and rate this jersey. It's a football jersey.
And
it's a football jersey. That's exciting. We didn't hear you there. The second one.
Atlanta is the city.
Ooh, boy.
And the year is going to be
suspense is killing.
2005.
Oh,
2005 Atlanta Falcons.
That is fresh. That's fresh off the Mike Vick update. Here comes one of the biggest mistakes in NFL history. If you ask
Here's what
me.
we got.
Oh God.
So what we're looking at. So it looks like they went with 2 different colors. They had some red ones and some black ones as well as white ones. So the black jersey has a kind of a stylized block, kind of a curvy block, almost kind of like what the Dolphins are currently wearing. But it is white numbers with red outlines on a black jersey. They have shoulder, or I guess sleeve.
Fuck knows what these are.
Yeah, a sleeve disaster.
Blocked out
sleeve disaster is what they call it, Jay.
Yeah, red on top, white in the middle, and black on the bottom. And then there's a weird, like, red piping that goes down the sleeve and then down the side of the jersey.
Yeah, down the apron. Ugh.
And then the collar also has this red piping on it as well. It says Falcons right above the numbers as well in kind of tiny font. And then on the sleeves, they also have the Falcon logo on the sleeves. They have white jerseys that have the same font. The whites have a red number with black outline, and it's kind of a weird. It's not drop shadow, but it's like
it's both
on one side than the other side.
Slight shadow.
It's an outline drop shadow.
Outline drop shadow. Yeah. And they have the weird sleeve patterns on them as well, with kind of red on top, black on bottom, white in the middle, and with the red piping down the sides of the jerseys. And then they have a red alternate, which it's the same thing. There's red
Yeah.
throughout, except for white numbers, black outline with that weird block shadow thing going on, whatever they have. Red, white, and black sleeves. Looks like there's a black piping on the red jersey. So they were really committed to the piping on these
Love the
2005 Atlanta Falcons jerseys. The logo that they were going with at this time is the kind of the sharper looking, very 2005 Falcon with in black and red. It has a, kind of a mean look to the face of it as well. Like it's, really angry. These are not good looking jerseys, guys. What do you think of them?
They are not. They were all over the place.
I have a note, some notes here for
Let's
these.
hear
Those. Okay, if you'll notice, you look at all of them there. The thing that's, I don't know. My eyes tell me the red one's probably the best looking out of them, but for one reason. Did you notice the sleeve fiasco they have going on? It's the same fucking sleeve.
Doesn't change.
Oh,
All three jerseys. No, they didn't change.
they took the same fucking sleeve on all three jerseys.
It's red, white, black
Yeah.
on all three of them. They could have switched it up and made it like it would look. The white ones could look better. I bet if the top part of the sleeve was white.
Yes.
Yeah.
The white ones,
Like
the white ones and the black ones, it just looks like a hot air balloon disaster.
Oh, it's so
It
bad.
does look like a hot air balloon.
Yeah,
The red looks
these
most
are-
normal because it's that huge red patch on the outer sleeves. And these were the big update from when they got Mike Vick. They were going to sell 1 million fucking jerseys, and they did. Like every DT used to wear that
DT
Vic
is the first
jersey
thing I think of.
all the time. But the Vic had, the 1 year had the normal jersey, but my God, they updated it, and it was just, it's all we saw. Like,
Yeah,
it was all over the place. That logo they updated. They had a great classic logo, great classic jerseys, and they totally early 2000 the whole thing in blue.
oh, they sure did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they certainly did. They went full Zune on these.
They did. Like
They did. This is
like
an era.
the 90s was all about like teal and shit. 2000s was all about piping and
Oh yeah. Let's
like,
throw
side panels and weird sleeve. It's just
let's throw a bunch of shit all over our jerseys and
They're so
that
just so
logo
busy. Like
So-
there's
it is. It's
so
too
much.
busy. No, they're
Yeah.
not
those
good.
sleeves are fucking awful. But like
Aren't
you
they?
said, Andy, they're not as bad on the red
No.
jersey
No.
because the red, the tops of the sleeve matches the rest of the jersey, so
Right.
it's less intrusive
Yeah.
going
Yes.
on. But they still insisted on putting the black piping all the way around the
Right.
sleeve.
Yes.
So
The whole sleeve, yeah. It's like they pieced them together. They ordered like 50 million sleeves, and so it's like, oh
gotta-
shit, we got to sew all these sleeves on.
all these fucking sleeves. What are we gonna do?
Just use these same sleeves for all three uniforms.
and it was like a huge redesign because of Mike Vick, basically.
Yeah, that was the Julio years too. There wasn't it?
Yep. And it was just
No,
just bad.
they're. I mean, I would say historically the Falcons' red uniforms have always been the best. Clearly, now look at those.
Yeah.
You look at the ones when Dion was a rookie with
Until
Atlanta. Yeah, until they they had them for a few
now.
years. Yeah,
the current Reds are not,
no.
well, what is mostly red anyway.
Wait, we get to talk about that next week, I think, or next session.
Here we do. But
Yeah.
yeah, this will be a good transition because
Yeah, those are.
I don't know. I did
Another
and
thing
honestly,
I'm noticing about these, the pants. They have
yeah,
a red
yes.
piping on the pants, but it kind of extends out to like a thicker black stripe at the bottom of the pants.
yeah.
This
Tapers.
is just
Like
the total early 2000s.
man,
The
It starts
tapers, the
thick.
piping.
Like it's black, a thick black
At the
stripe at the knee, and then it tapers up to like halfway up the thigh, and then extends to like a
just
piping
to piping.
to match the jersey. They love doing that in this era, didn't they? The fucking
Yes,
pants
everybody did.
to match with the weird curvy shit. It's like the Broncos, and yeah,
It's just, and the logo, like they added the silvering on the logo, and like the logo is too busy. They could have just, they could have
It's like
just done nothing but They could have slightly tweaked the old logo, like italicize it, or you know what I mean.
They did kind of. It's like a Robo Falcon. This one is. It's
They
like
did, but then they added all the extra.
Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, that all. It's too bad because he could have.
Michael Vick deserved better.
He served his time.
Yeah, he did. He did. Well, I mean, it's one of Jay's heroes. The guy. I mean, for how many dogs he kills, it's like
similar career paths.
Yeah,
yeah, similar career paths. You know,
similar little bank accounts.
Yeah, Jay's got way more dog blood on his hands though. So
yeah.
For sure.
I mean, the kill count.
I'm doing it the right way.
Vic's probably looking
Jay's
at you.
Body count.
Like, yeah. Vic's like, damn, that guy's good. Some have actually called. I think Michael Vick said in some sort of interview, he said, "Yeah, that Jay Danger is like the Hitler of dog killing."
It's getting out of control.
I think that's what he said.
He might have.
He may have said that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Allegedly.
We can't. Allegedly, I can't.
Oh God! Look at this awful jersey matchup in 2005.
Just saying 2005. I know it's going to be bad.
The 2005 Tennessee Titans versus the 2005 Atlanta Falcons.
Where the
Those Titans jerseys were so bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
They're not even any better now, to be honest.
No, they're not.
That's logo is a fucking mess. That logo is the worst thing they got going on. I think that they need to start over.
Isn't it funny? Like these franchises come out and they come up with these they can start from scratch and they just blow. You just blow.
I know.
Oh man, can't wait till we talk about the South teams because man, there are some bad uniforms.
Oh, the AFC South.
AFC South is
the NFC South. There's a lot going on with those teams.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say the 2005 Atlanta Falcons can pack their fucking bags.
Yeah,
they're
going to
hell in a handbasket.
In a handbasket. Yeah, these deserve to go to hell for sure.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, they're bad.
They're bad. That's rough. Well, we'll get into next episode. We'll get into their current get-ups, which spoiler alert aren't much better.
Hey, that's a spoiler, Gary.
I gave him a spoiler alert. Listeners, you gotta fast forward through that. But maybe they're not the worst in that division.
I'll just bleep that out. I'll bleep it out.
Bleep it out.
Bleep out the spoiler.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That was fun, boys.
It was good.
Weeks we will review who are we going to do next?
NFC South, the shitty division
South.
With the Falcons.
So the
Falcons, Panthers, Bucks,
Buccaneers,
Saints.
And Saints.
Oh man,
this is pretty
and it's a team with real gold.
Yeah,
dude.
The original
gold talk and some pewter talk. So
yeah, cool. But that gold is terrible.
What?
I don't know. I just don't like the Saints uniforms.
That's the Vegas gold, is it not?
Yeah, I like the gold. I just don't like the uniforms. Well, and we're already talking about it, but
you look at the rest
spoiler
of the
alert.
For 2 weeks.
You want to talk
about that division?
But you want to talk about crazy colors and teams that should have the throwbacks. Those fucking Bucks. I'll tell you what, they need to go back to those oranges. At that
creamsicle.
What's that? What's the fucking mascot? Does he have a name? He's got.
You want to talk about mascot? Yeah.
The helmet logo guy.
The flamboyantly gay pirate.
Yeah.
What is
that guy? Is great.
Have a name.
What a great logo that is.
Who's looking that up?
We'll save it for a couple weeks because we need to talk about that when we're talking about those uniforms.
Big reveal.
We'll get into it next time.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
Yep. Until next time.
Until next time on Uni-Versed.
SMDJ.
Indeed. Today's episode was written and produced by Jay Danger, Andy Downs, and Gary Brandville. Our theme music is Stuck in a Funk by Liam Conger. Check him out on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Uni-Versed can be found on social media. We are uni.versed.podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Email us at universed.pod@gmail.com.